Assalamu alaikum, everyone. How are you guys doing?
Wa alaikum salam. Alhamdulillah. Well.
Alhamdulillah. We are back again today, getting ready for our conference this weekend, our Boss Hijabis in Business. We have Tara Cetinkaya with us today. We are so excited to introduce her. Thanks so much, Tara, for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right, and I have the pleasure of introducing her today. So, Tara is a wife, a mom of two, and the CEO and co-founder of Modefa. She has her master's in social work from SUNY Albany and had originally planned on a career as a social worker. Modefa has continued to grow year after year and has become one of the largest Islamic stores in the USA, including the top brand online in the USA for Islamic prayer rugs. Modefa was honored this year by eBay as one of only 25 sellers selected to be featured as part of eBay's 25th anniversary. That deserves a clap and a round of applause.
It does, mashallah. And that video was amazing.
Mashallah.
Yeah.
The video was amazing, mashallah.
That is awesome. Oh my goodness. Tara was featured on the eBay for Business podcast and blog, including a mini video story about Modefa. 2020 has been a challenging but record-breaking year for Modefa, and they are looking forward to celebrating Modefa's 10th anniversary next year and seeing what 2021 has in store. Mashallah.
Listen, mashallah, we're making dua for you, Tara,
yes.
that, 2021 just 10x is what 2020 did. All the positive. We're leaving all the other stuff, inshallah, behind in 2020. And may Allah grant you tawfiq, ameen, and make you continue to inspire. I think, the work that you're doing, being, what you do is all Islamic. Like, everything that you do is like every avenue to like your Islam. And so, may Allah place so much barakah, in your work every day, more and more and more and more and more. Ameen. Love it.
We would like for you to tell us a little bit more about you. So why did you choose the name Modefa for your business? And what was the biggest obstacle you had facing when starting your business?
So the name Modefa, it's kind of a fun story. We it was really hard coming up with something because we didn't want to basically use a lot of names were taken, they're like the basic names like that you think of that are SEO friendly, search engine optimization friendly. Mm-hmm. So we decided we're going to come up with our own name. That's something totally different and unique that nobody's ever heard of. And so when we were like brainstorming different things, part of the reason that we started Modefa was for fashion, so modest fashion. And so it was really a struggle, as you guys know, probably 9 years ago, finding any kind of modest fashion hijabs. And so we used that as our basis of wanting to bring quality, affordable Islamic products to the USA. And we took the words modesty and fashion and put them together. So, so our tagline is where modesty meets fashion. And so then we just took the mod and the fa and made it.
I love that. Mashallah.
Yeah.
Love it. Mashallah. So one of the things that we know, so all of us serve the Muslim community and probably mostly the Muslim community. Would love to know, do you serve people outside of the Muslim community? And then my other question is that serving the Muslim community can be delicate. Like it has its own, idiosyncrasies. So how do you balance being profitable and giving in charity? So like, that fi sabilillah, aspect to your business. How do you balance that? How do you balance profit and, that charity or giving sadaqah piece?
Yeah. And what was your first question again?
Oh, no worries. Do you have any non-Muslims that purchase from your brand?
We do actually. And sometimes it's hard online to see that because you don't always know the names. But through the years, we've kind of figured it out. And we also have a showroom, that's open to the public in Texas. So we get to see there too, people coming in. So online, we've seen that definitely in terms of like the prayer rugs, there are like Christians or Jews that pop by them as well because they we've had Christians, actually, we know this because they'll leave reviews saying this, like, I'm not Muslim, but I'm Christian, and I just really thought it was so cool that you guys have prayer rugs, and we want to, make a sacred place to pray at home as well. And so they're kind of taking a hint from the Muslim community there, which is really cool. And we know that Jews are also doing the same thing. And then as well as with the hijabs too, there's a lot of Orthodox Jews that they cover their hair. And so we do have customers, especially for our silk hijabs, that are Jewish. And there's especially like a large community up in New York, I think. So we've gotten a lot of orders from there. And then as in the store, we've seen people come in that are Christian or Catholic who just want to dress modestly. Because in our store, we have a huge variety of clothes, and much more than we have online. It's hard to get them all online. So we get people in store that they will tell us like, oh, I'm not Muslim, but I really like your clothes. I want to dress modestly, and I like what you have. So that's been fun to see.
MashaAllah.
And
beautiful. And like just going into that, the profitable and the giving charity piece, how do you manage those waters?
Well, it's been a struggle, I think, because I know that anybody that works with the Muslim community, especially as selling products, knows that there's a really big focus on them wanting to get a bargain, get a deal. And I think a lot of times people don't understand all of the expenses and costs and time and energy that goes into a business. And so a lot of times people will think stuff is overpriced. They don't want to pay that much. They're in the store. It's a real struggle, people bargaining. And so it was definitely a learning curve. Because in the beginning, you don't know anything and you're going in and you're like, wait, what? But over the years, we've realized a couple different things. I think first, giving people the insight so that they can learn and understand why stuff is priced the way that it is. We do definitely try to keep ourselves affordable. This is like a really big concern for us. It's one of the reasons we went in business. We want to bring affordable quality products to the Muslim community. And so we've had to, make sure that we're getting products that our customers will pay for, that at prices that we can offer while still not sacrificing quality. So that's been a little challenging trying to do that. We also have to, like I said, explaining this to people. So we'll get people all the time asking for discounts, especially online. And we can do it to an extent. We give people like a 10% off when they sign up. And, this kind of thing we have to factor into our costs too. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's sometimes considered as like an advertising cost, to try to get people to see the quality of the products that we have. But besides the 10%, we don't usually give much off other than that. And so we try to always explain to people like why we have, explaining to them the different kinds of expenses and stuff that go into a business. We have our facility, we have staff that we want to well pay, and we don't want to gyp our staff. We want to make sure that they are well paid and that they stay with us and that they get rewarded too for their hard work. So just, explaining all of the different things that go into keeping a business and not just, we may not be here to get rich, but we need to stay afloat. We need to, and we need to make enough to give ourselves enough money, like you said, to also be able to give back to the community.
And that's really important, I think, too, because, you'll be speaking on money and marketing mindset. And that's exactly what that is knowing the value of you and your staff, your team, and the time and effort that goes into your company. And mashallah, it is affordable and your products are beautiful. So I think, you know, what could you, yeah.
I was going to add that. So if you've never purchased for Modefa, so first of all, so Modefa and I met last year in Texas, mashallah. So we had our Not Without My Hijab play in Texas, and Modefa was one of the vendors. And I'm going to tell you, she has prayer rugs. So they are coming from Turkey. So know that and they're coming from all over, different places, but for sure, the one that I got was from Turkey. And when I tell you that is the most comfortable prayer rug that I have ever used, to the point where my brother, it became a gift to my brother. So he prayed on it one time. He led us in prayer, and he ended up being on that prayer rug. And that was the last time I saw the prayer rug. So just so you know, so inshallah, you're getting that barakah for my brother's prayers on that prayer rug. Alhamdulillah. But and then the hijab. So the picture actually for the graphic for the Boss Hijabis of Business event is actually from Modefa, and I believe it's is it Acre? Am I pronouncing it correctly? Akir. They're the ones who make it quality. Let me just tell you, like, beautiful. So you're getting more than what you're paying for these products. So I even believe that you could even be charging more for some of these. Girl, especially that hijab. I'm telling you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. With that, I know there's certain. First of all of our products are from Turkey, except our thobes. The thobes are made in Pakistan. But all of our other stuff is made in Turkey. And so that's one of the big things that we've been dedicated to, is having Turkish imports. And we do that all ourselves too. We're importing everything ourselves. So definitely there are some things I know, like our silk hijabs, that we definitely, especially for people who are familiar with the market and know how much that costs in the USA. Like silk hijabs can go for so much more, or silk scarves, silk, anything 100% silk. And I think that was one thing challenging at first too, especially people not understanding, why is it so expensive? Why is it so expensive? And I'm thinking that's not expensive actually, like for what it is. But we also, with those, we try to stay competitive with what it would sell for in Turkey as well. We do have to add, considering our import costs and stuff, but we still try to be competitive, because we do have Turkish customers as well, Turkish Muslims, who they have an idea of what this stuff costs in Turkey. And so we try as much as possible to stay close to those prices as well for stuff that are big brand names in Turkey. But I know that definitely we could. So we don't mark those up very much, just, because we don't want to make it too unaffordable for people or to not be competitive with those. And overall, I think a lot of our hijabs, we don't mark up as much as some other things. So we're not getting as much profit from that, just because we want to be able to offer them at more affordable prices.
Okay, so we would like to know, first of all, if you're watching and you're thinking about getting products and starting a store because you're inspired by other countries, other cultures, come, because we're going to pick Tara's brain about how she went about doing this, because mashallah, they're so gorgeous. There's a bunch of household items too. There's like a Ayatul Kursi egg that I thought was super gorgeous when I saw that on the website. So if you guys are interested in like stuff like that, we'll be asking Tara these questions inside the conference, so please feel free to join and grab your tickets. But we also want to know, Tara, about your faith. So does your faith support or inform the decisions that you're making in Modefa?
It definitely does. And I think the biggest way that it does, first of all, through prayer. Whenever we have like a big decision or something, praying about it, asking Allah about it, and helping him to guide us to the best decision is really important. Also, trying to keep our business ethical and honest. And that's one of our biggest things, is that we always want to be operating our business in a way that is acceptable to Allah, that we can, do what we're supposed to be doing. We don't want to cause any harm to people. And so this drives our whole policy and everything around dealing with our customers, and offering the best customer service that we can, offering the best quality products that we can. If we, a lot of times when we start getting products, we will, for the first time we got something, we'll get a small quantity at first, because we want to make sure that this product is something that we can put our name behind, that we can, that we're comfortable with the quality and selling it to our customers. And if we feel like something isn't a good quality, then we will discontinue it, or we won't sell it at all. Sometimes we'll end up selling it in store, just to kind of get rid of it, but we won't put it online, especially online too. Customers can't touch and see in person what they're getting. And so it's really important that they trust us, that the quality is there that they expect. And so, and we do that in a lot of different ways through photos and stuff. But I mean, we've had to build that trust too by being honest with our customers, and being ethical, and so that they know that if there's ever any problem, that they can trust us to handle it properly. So, yeah, that's definitely, Islam, and we try to bring our Islamic values and morals into our business and how we're operating it, in ways that are ethical and not trying to cut corners, not trying to cheat anything, just always doing things the right way, inshallah.
Mashallah. When I was there in Texas, I went to the mosque. Don't get me the line, which one? I can't remember the name right now, but I remember the khutbah was about business, and it was Surah Mutafifin, and it was like, don't be a Mutafifin. The Imam, he did such a great job, just explaining that, and it just speaks to the integrity, in business, and as women of faith, making sure that that's an integral part of the culture, in our business, from us, as the CEO, down to, the employees, and also maybe some contractors and different things that we work with, and just not cutting those corners. So, and I think that, in the end, right, so we know, there's the life that we're living right now here in the dunya, and then there's the life that, inshallah, we'll be living in the akhirah. And what we do right now, we're building the bricks for our home in the akhirah. And so what we're doing right now is working towards that, but also, us, being successful in this life too, those cutting those corners, what's going to happen to you cutting those corners, you know what I mean? So, it may hurt a little bit, profit wise now, but inshallah, both in this life and the next, that it gets better. So,
and just to add to that, I know there are some people that actually are in the corporate world right now and are uncomfortable with the way that companies run the business, right? And that's another reason why they're thinking about entrepreneurship, or thinking about a job where they have more control over, okay, well, where are these finances coming from? Is it halal? Are my coworkers and my staff and the owners treating each other with respect, right? That's another huge thing I find. With people moving out of corporate and into the entrepreneurial space behind business.
Yeah, honestly, when I used to do social work, and before I started my business, I was in hospice as a social worker, which it's really difficult but rewarding at the same time. But I had ended up with 3 different companies in just a short amount of time. The first one unfortunately closed, and they were the most probably ethical. But the second one I worked with, it was really frustrating to see, because I really felt like they were taking their profits as a priority over patient care and their staff. And as far as, making sure that the staff weren't overwhelmed as well. Like they had way too much. We had such a high caseload that we couldn't properly care for our patients. And definitely seen that, and they're a big hospice company here in Texas. And it was just really frustrating. It's like, that's not what I'm, here for. And that's one of the reasons I got frustrated with where I was too, and just, gives more food to the fire in terms of starting your own business, like you said. Yeah.
For sure. So we appreciate that, and really great point that you bring up, Amber. So appreciate you for highlighting that. So what made you join us, in the Boss Hijabis in Business Conference? What made you join us?
Well, I really like your mission to help, create more boss hijabis, and to help Muslim women to follow their dreams and to get into business, and whether it's offering products to Muslim consumers or not. I mean, I think we definitely need more Muslim women leaders in the business world. And I think, like you guys have seen, and I'm sure this is why you're doing it too. Like, if you've seen, the movement in the last, 5 years or so of all this influx of hijabi women that are being more and more leaders in business, and especially in businesses that are dealing directly with Muslims. It changes things a lot. There's so many different really great Muslim companies out there that are led by Muslim women, and it goes to show that having Muslim women have a seat at the table is so important. So that's why I really love the work you guys are doing in your mission, and so I'm happy to be here to help as well.
Thank you. Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah khair. We
Finally,
appreciate it.
too. And we are so excited. We're definitely going to have to check out and get some stuff from your store after this. If you guys haven't checked out Modest Fashion, Modefa, please go ahead and check out her website. Where can they connect with you?
So our website is www.modefa.com. We are on Facebook at My Modefa. So our website was originally My Modefa, and you can still get to it by putting in mymodefa.com. But our main domain is now Modefa. We were able to buy that name, so we were excited about that. And on Instagram, we're at Modefa USA. I think that's our name there. So
I just love it. You guys do an amazing job at branding to me. And the name definitely pops out at you. Your logo is beautiful, mashallah, and the packaging, right? So when you ship, your packaging is mashallah. The packaging that the prayer rugs come in, everything is on brand. Which, as a marketing person, I'm like, yes, mashallah. The hijab pins, everything. It's so beautiful to see, mashallah.
Thank you. And I want to announce this actually too. I'm so excited. I think I'd mentioned this to you before, but we just got branded mailing bags, which I'm so excited. We haven't started using them yet because we want to use through our stock of the non-branded ones first. Mm-hmm. We only got them first in one of our sizes that we use the most. And now that we see it and we're like, yes, this is what we wanted. We love it. And now we're going to start, ordering all the sizes. But so customers pretty soon can start seeing some of our mailing bags are going to have our brand name on them. And I'm super excited because they look really nice and professional.
Beautiful. You'll have to bring them to the conference.
Yeah, I'll have to remember to bring one.
Yes.
And bring a few things. Would love for you to showcase, like your hijabs, the prayer rugs. I think the prayer rugs for me is like one of my favorite.
It's and then, one of our best colors. Yeah. The prayer rugs, it's the top thing that we're known for, I think. Yeah.
SubhanAllah. And just like the stitching, everything is just so beautiful, mashallah. I'm telling you, plush. If you want the top of the line prayer rug, if you're looking to have the best prayer rug, please go to Modefa.
And the one that you got isn't even our thickest one, too.
What?
Yeah, we have thicker ones than that.
Amber, when I tell you, you put your head on the if you go in sujood, it's like what such the mark? It's just like cushions, your whole forehead. Mashallah, just beautiful, mashallah. I'm gonna have to buy my own, because my brother, took mine, mashallah, but it's all right. Alhamdulillah. So again, Amber, she put it so eloquently that we are winding down as far as ticket sales go. It is almost a full house for the Boss Hijabis in Business Conference. 2 days away, inshallah, November 13th, 14th, and 15th. Tara will be joining us day one. So you want to make sure that you don't miss it. And for the price, you can't beat it. Look at the wealth of information that you got just from this live. Imagine 3 days on what you're going to get, inshallah. So www.bosshijabisociety.com. You can actually do /events, and you'll be able to see the Boss Hijabis in Business Conference. Sign up, inshallah. Amber?
That's about it, you guys. Thank you, Tara, so much for joining us again. It was such a pleasure, and we're glad that we didn't give away too much today. We'll be giving away lots just about how she went through her business and how she became Modefa and really the branding, the marketing, the mindset that it takes. Tara, you're also a revert to Islam, correct?
Yes, yeah.
MashaAllah. And that's a huge inspiration as well. So embracing your faith as a Muslim woman and then going into business and doing this huge point to where she's now on eBay.
Yeah.
And doing so amazing. So you guys, you don't want to miss picking her brain and seeing really how she went through this. So Jazakallah khair again for being here. We love you. Thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you this weekend, inshallah.
Looking forward to it, inshallah.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.